When I was younger, and I'm sure you guys can all attest to this, I was like a huge tomboy, like couldn't really care less about fashion. All I cared about was my horses and like what sports I was playing.
I have a basketball obsession.
Like really nerdy.
So if you guys saw my video on Pick Me Boys, you probably thought I was just targeting guys here. False. Pick Me Girls exist too, and they're probably a lot worse. I think this term is misused though, and so we need to really knuckle down on what Pick Me Girls actually are. Living in a patriarchal society, it is natural for girls to want to be attractive to men. Yet Pick Me Girls is this idea that you want to be so attractive to men that you're willing to put all other girls down in the process. And I'm pretty sure all girls have experienced this in their lives, especially back in school, I'd say. Pick Me Girls wasn't defined as an actual term. Nobody knew what Pick Me Girls were. And so in lower school, I remember specifically in lower school, a lot of girls would put other girls down and act differently around guys. And I don't know if anyone else would have noticed, but they'll act so normal with you or with other girls, and then as soon as they're around guys, they will act very different. They'll become mean, they'll bully you, they'll take the mick out of you. And you think, why have they changed around this guy? Why are they acting different now? And yet it seems so normal. We thought that was a normal thing for people to do. We thought that's a flirting technique. Yet it is only now that we have realised there's an actual term for this. This whole I'm not like other girls movement is deeply rooted in just females. Not a lot of men, or any men in particular, put other men down to seek validation from women. It doesn't work like that. It seems like a woman thing for women to put each other down to seek validation from men, and that is all rooted by internalized misogyny. They want to bend over backwards to be seen as one of the boys that they don't care about who they throw away in the process. Yet they still bring up traditional female gender roles such as cooking and cleaning to be deemed as attractive to these guys. For example, you might have heard people say that my man deserves the best and I will cook the best food for him. Going through the history of Pick Me Girls, the term first kind of gained popularity in Twitter in March 2016 with the hashtag #TweetLikeAPickMe. The spread moved to Reddit in 2018 where memes were posted comparing regular girls to other girls. And you probably saw it a lot on Instagram as well. I remember when I was younger seeing things like, other girls, and it's like wearing makeup, doing her hair, going shopping, and then me who doesn't wear makeup, wears joggers, hates going shopping, plays video games. And when I used to see it on Instagram, I used to be like, that's me. That is me. I'm not like other girls. It was almost like it was seen as a good thing to not be like other girls. Like this internalized misogyny was being pushed out to everyone, to all these girls, to show them that they are not like other girls and putting other girls down for that. That is when Pick Me's almost were a good thing. It was a good thing to be different. Eventually, this moved on to Urban Dictionary when Pick Me Girls became the top definition in 2020. And that's when the negative connotation behind Pick Me Girls became true. From here, it moved on to TikTok in 2021, and this is where we have probably heard what Pick Me Girls are. When skits and bullying Pick Me Girls all became a thing on TikTok. This archetype is seen as when girls prefer what's stereotypically masculine over femininity. They may prefer sweatpants and sneakers over dresses and heels, the natural look over a full beat, and who knows, maybe they prefer video games over shopping. The term builds a dynamic of superiority where the other is at the bottom and the person being described by the phrase is at the top. They are the apparent ideal girl. And that's kind of how it was shown on Instagram and Reddit back in 2018, back in 2016. However, the term can also be ironically used to shame girls if they actually have genuine interests that are a part of this constructed category of quirky, which I'll talk about towards the end of the video. Pick Me Girl comments are usually comments where the girl would say she only hangs around with guys, or girls are too much drama, how she doesn't wear makeup around boys. However, there are some extreme Pick Me Girl comments that will honestly shock you. For example, when Caitlyn Bennett tweeted, honestly, letting women vote in this country wasn't one of the best ideas. Females vote with emotion and overwhelmingly support democratic feel-good policies that take away our actual rights. I'd rather lose my right to vote than lose my right to defend myself with a firearm. I know. This female's desperation for male attention and approval pushes her to the point of denying her own femininity so she can be picked by guys. There's no win in this game. She can't be too masculine because then she'll be classed as one of the lads, and she can't be feminine because then she is just like every other girl. Like I said before, it's a product of internalized misogyny. This hatred and mistrust for women becomes internalized when women and men subconsciously have this sexist belief and idea, which is then projected onto others and even themselves. This idea of misogyny becomes an ingrained cultural norm through media and socialization growing up, along with binary, gender norm dominated and a sexist society. Now, talking about pick-me girls, you usually find these girls to be toxic. If you call a girl a pick-me girl, that's because they're the toxic one. Yet, this term has been misused so much that all girls are almost becoming toxic in a way. The term isn't just toxic to pick-me girls, but for the people that use the term on other women too. It's this idea that only one type of woman is superior, and we should all be the same so we don't get given a problematic label like pick me girl. Why do we care so much if a woman likes football? Because to us it seems like football is a man's sport. Women can like it too. Or the fact she doesn't wear any makeup. Why do we think that her not wearing makeup is because she wants to attract men? People who insult girls by calling them pick me girls are also the problem. If the girl that's being defined as a pick-me girl hasn't shamed any other girl in the process, hasn't put other girls down to deem themselves to be attractive and be the better girl, why are we calling them pick-me girls? Why are we putting them down? Just because she wears joggers, just because she doesn't wear makeup, just because she doesn't like to go shopping, why are we judging her character and calling her a pick-me girl, using these insults on her when we don't know her and when she hasn't done anything wrong? This is also an issue. The extent of which this label is being thrown around so easily is also invalidating almost every female's behaviour. It's like the line between the accuser and the accused has completely been blurred, and now not one person's to blame anymore. If a girl is demeaning other girls because she wants to be picked and she wants to be seen as attractive by guys, then yes, she is an agent of the patriarchy. But a lot of girls are just being themselves and accused of being a pick-me girl simply because they might have some of the traits that are seen as quirky, seen as someone that's seeking male validation. We've become a society that is so judging that we love to put each other down. Women have a serious problem going against each other all the time. If they're demeaning other girls, they're pick-me girls. Demeaning other girls to seek male validation is what a pick-me girl is. Not just a normal girl who wears joggers or likes to talk to guys or doesn't like to wear makeup or doesn't like to go shopping, who likes to play video games, who wears trainers over heels. They are not pick-me girls. They are girls that have their own personality. And we have to stop judging people off of what we see online when they've not done anything wrong. At this point in time, it seems like we are all the problem, not just one type of girl. But yeah, bye.